Let's go. It is indeed payday. It's crypto payday for you guys. I hope you're part of the payday on Monday scenario with Celsius Network. What's going on, Dr. B? How are you? Yes, indeed. The market is doing what the market does. That's interesting enough. Enough with this Ripple versus SEC stuff already. What is Congress going to do about this madness? What is Congress going to do about this madness? It is getting it's getting ugly in the streets. Everyone's paying attention. And the greatest freaking crypto financial news interview of 2021. We're going to talk about that also. That is going to be the real big deal, I believe. Let me see, do I need this one? What's the difference? Maybe this is the one I should be using. What is good, Billionaire H? Good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you guys. Hey, listen, this is the Crypto Siege. What's going on, crypto people? With another day in the crazy life that is the digital asset space. Giuseppe is in the building. What's going on, bro? How are you? It's been a while. Giuseppe, are you in Portugal? Or is it Lone Riders that's in Lone Riders Colonel? I think he changed his name. Are you in Portugal, Giuseppe? The real Big Will is in the building. What's good? What's good, Siege? It's Willie Washington. Changed my name on here. What's good, Willie? How you doing, bro? Danny Load is in the building. What's going on, Danny? Jolly, hello, Jolly. How are you? Jolly, is that a lady of crypto? We always, oh, you're in Italy, okay. You're from Sorrento, Italy, okay. Okay, Texas crypto, good morning to you, my friend. What part of Texas are you in? Life is good right now, but enough of this Ripple versus SEC stuff already. Like, what in the world? How much stuff are we as a community going to come up with that is exposing the madness that is the SEC? How much more do we need to come up with? Texas crypto is in Houston. Very good, bro. We're in Austin. And indeed, Billionaire H, we are all learning, right? I'm about to hop off WanSwap. Well, that's not true. I'm about to withdraw liquidity from WanSwap. I'm in two pools there. I'm about to withdraw. You can't deny the potency and power of these rebasing DAOs. Like, you can't, like Olympus DAO, Wonderland Time, Klima, Hector DAO, you can't deny them. And so it's time to reallocate, if you will, reposition some liquidity. You gotta, you just can't deny them, really can't. I've been a longtime fan of WanSwap, but in their technology, because it is massive. It's really great. Dr. B, Siege, are you participating in Songbird X5? Well, I'm participating in that. I did do the Songbird thing. Danny Loth, why are you glad that you blew? Danny Loth says, I'm glad I blew off the Songbird snapshot. I sold mine at 53 cents and will go but back a lot cheaper today. Yeah, I am participating. I did participate in a snapshot. I haven't looked at what the Songbird price is, but I would imagine that it was going to go down after the snapshot. Everybody's selling, but I did want to get the snapshot down 45%. Wow, wow, wow. Down 45% in 24 hours because everybody was selling their Songbird, going back into something else, right? Yeah, I certainly did not expect that to happen that quickly. Wow. Wow, that's crazy. I didn't know that, guys. I did not know that it went down that fast like that, right? People waited for the snapshot and just sold, huh? Oh, see, I never had access to my Songbird, Danny Lowe's. I never had access to any of it. Yeah. Wow. That's crazy. In New York City. What's going on, D. Daniels? All I know about is BitTrue, Gate.io, and I believe CEX, like centralized exchange.io. That's all. That's the only three I know that kind of participate with Songbird. I will not, and I took profit. I took profit from another crypto and put it into the Songbird so that I could get the EXFI, but that is about it. I did not expect 45% drop off in the value of Songbird afterwards. But you know, a lot of people were selling their crypto to get Songbird just to get the X5. Yeah, I believe it's cex.io. I believe so. Let me check real quick for you, D. Daniels. Well, as far as New York is concerned, I don't know because New York is challenging, bro. Gate.io, no US representatives. I don't know about cex.io. And of course, there's always BitTrue. XRP #1 was good, bro. Binance listing will see price recovery for Songbird. Is Binance planning on, is there word on the street that Binance is planning on listing Songbird? I didn't put much in it, Danny. I only had 7,500 Songbird that I took profit from to get. So that has gone down in value 45%. 45% overnight. Mamba for life. What's good, bro? They are removing XRP in all Canadian exchanges. Really, all Canadian exchanges. BitBuy and Newton first to do so. Really? New York City's, man, I tell you, D-Dams, that's really crazy. Jolly Jolly says yes. What are you answering yes to, Jolly Jolly? Okay, he took the message back. Yeah, there was some kind of word about Binance listing Songbird in any way, shape, form, or fashion. That would be outstanding. But I'm just not going to sleep on it, man. Um, I think Songbird is very much going to go the route of Kusama. I really do. Binance were dropped Songbird for all their users, so I would imagine they would have been dropped XFi. And we'll list Songbird. Yeah, so what's going on, Stan Rogers? Good to see you. D. Daniel says he has no off ramp for Songbird, which is just crazy. XRP number one says Songbird is a double-digit token, so we shall soon see. I believe so. I believe it's just so early. And I believe that, I believe the Songbird, that Canary network will go the way, will take the path that Kusama did. I really, really do for Polkadot. I really, really do. And so I just think that, it's so very, very important for all of us to understand that in the digital asset space and finances in general, you have to point. There's a natural harmony to life, especially in business and finance, and that is you plant seeds, then you cultivate, and then you harvest. One of the biggest challenges in crypto is at times it feels as though you're going from planting your seed to harvest. It looks like people are going from planting seeds to harvesting, and it's very, very challenging with crypto. But I think the great projects plant seeds, cultivate, and then harvest. I really, really, really do. And I just think that this, what is it? This Songbird Canary Network is going to do that. It's going to go through that as well. What's good, Crypto Delivery? It's good to see you. I agree with you, XRP number one. I do believe Songbird is going to be a double-digit token. I really do. I did not expect a 45% drop off like that. I certainly didn't plan for that. I participated in the airdrop. You're going to get one Songbird for every 231 Songbird, one XFi for every 235 Songbird. And it's going to be very interesting to see what this XFi Songbird finance or Flare finance, whatever that is, is going to turn out to be. How valuable is that going to be? Appreciate you being here, Crypto Delivery. It's great to see you, my friend. Crawfish is in the building. What's going on, Keyless? Dr. B says, I love the Fair Project too. XFi has been earning me great returns. Happy to hold through the plunge, long-term vision. I hear you, Dr. B. I hear you, bro. I hear you, my friend. I guess I should say I hear you, my friend. I have not done anything with the Canary Dollar because, of course, again, didn't have the Songbird. So, so you'll get 2x5 risk reward ratio is bad. So it's XRP Bible. So yeah, 235 for, I think it's 235 to 1, right? 235 to 1. So, but for me, Songbird is the hold. Like it's the hold. To me, I'm betting on the hold. I'm betting on a year from now. I'm betting on 2 years from now. I think it's just too many times we can get caught up in trying to get something 30 days from now and, trying to become rich overnight. Because I really do. Songbird is going to grow its own ecosystem, just like Kusama did. I really do. I really, really do. We have to be careful with these airdrops and, that kind of that instant cash mentality. We have to be so very, very careful. Now, I get it. If some of you need that money right then and there, we've been blessed with tons of 4-digit airdrops in value, right? It's easy to take it out, take it out, take it out. And look, if you need it, I got it. I get you, right? You got to do what you got to do. But I believe in, giving it time. I believe time is the best thing, like good bridging. We got that, got airdrop, the popsicle finance. I feel like that was an airdrop from something that has turned out to be something, like what? The ICE token, like what? Like crazy, right? And so we just hodl, Lots of people lost their XRP moving to Songbird for the snapshot. Yeah, that was a big time risk, right? And when you say lost, they lost value, right? They lost value, right? We took profit, right? In something that had moved, 20 to 30x, took profit and bought Songbird because we didn't have access to the other Songbird that we had. So profit is profit. Lose 45% today and 30, 40 days from now, 30, 45, 60 days from now, it's you double, right? So that's kind of the deal right there, right? Stan Rogers, as far as I know, Songbird, Coinbase is not doing anything. That's kind of the deal, and that is a tough lesson right there to take your XRP to get Songbird. That is a very, very. You got $1,000 worth of XRP, you get the Songbird, right? And then you get some XFi. It was risky. It's a gamble. But it's a lesson, right? It's a lesson. It's going to be really interesting to see what this EXFI value is going to come out to be. Proud to be an Indian. What's good, my friend? Appreciate you being here. That's right, XRP Bible. Nothing new. XRP sold off after the flash snapshot as well. Songbird did the same thing with the XY snapshot. Those dips are absolutely normal, 100%. I didn't think it was going to be that dramatic, that quick, but yeah, you're right, XRP Bible. Proud to be an Indian. Where do you see XRP by 2025? I don't know. I'm planning on a $10 to $13 XRP this cycle, if that helps, but I don't know about 2025, my friend. Good for you, Keelos. Keelos says, people in Reddit Discord pushed me last year to get my XRP out of Coinbase and get it into the ZUM or some other kind of self-custody. I'm so glad I listened to them, 100%. I'm glad you did as well, Keelos. Looking good, doing it is in the building. What's good, bro? Hey, Siege, can you talk about VCCS on Hedera Hashgraph? They're going to blow up. I don't know enough about VCCESS, which I guess is VR access, to talk about it, my friend. But I will look it up, look into it for sure. What's going on, XRP Magnificent? Magnificent. Yeah, man. I gotta enunciate all my words here. Hey, C's, can you talk? Hello, sir. Spoke to family members, a few of them the other day about crypto, and they're still skeptical. It makes me laugh how people just don't see the potential in this yet. Yeah, that's the challenge, bro. The challenge is the vast majority, right? The masses are going to wait, right, until they're given permission to look into crypto from mainstream media and the likes. That, my friend, is a sad, sad thing. Head Huncho, what's good? What's good? Where are you checking in from, Head Huncho? Yes, the real big will. Yes, they will, Willie. Danny Loaf, this is the man who speaks from experience, right? On snapshots, it's always better to sell prior to the snapshot. The fall is so great that you can buy back more. And when the other token drops, it will fall also. Then you can end up getting more. And that has historically has happened time and time again. Right? But ultimately, the good airdrops always recover in value. Because if it's a good airdrop, it's a good airdrop. If it's not, then it's not. Right. And so what he's saying is you can get more by deploying that strategy. So right before the snapshot, right? You got $1,000, and then that thing goes down 50%, you can get twice as much buying it back, right? $100%, Danny Lowe. Well, I tell you this as well. XRP number one, Celsius credit card is Q1 of 2022. Q1 of 2022, and you guys make sure if you're on Celsius, make sure you check your emails and stuff like that for the Celsius swap, because what they're doing is they're picking a group of people, emailing them, letting them know, giving them a heads up that they now have access to the swap. So they're rolling it out slowly throughout the community. Let me see. I have not gotten an email about it. Which is a little disappointing, but I guarantee you, boy, when that comes, my friends, why have I been logged out? But I got to tell you, my friends, when that comes up available, when that in-app swap comes available, no fees, whew, I am going to be all over that. But that's the word on the street. They'll email you and kind of let you know, check the app. You have access to the swap feature. No, I don't have it yet. Anybody got access to the swap feature on Celsius if you're using Celsius? What's going on, Mark? Mark checking in from Dubai. What's good with you, bro? Billionaire H, you said you got the swaps? Billionaire H says already on swaps on Celsius. Haven't worked with it yet, but I'm coming. I'm coming. So where are you, Billionaire H? Are you in the US? And if so, where in the US are you? I got to reach out to my guy Josh to see if he's got access to it. So Billionaire H, you got access to swaps on Celsius? Some will sell. That's right, Danny Lowe. Yeah. It's all distractions to get our XRP. I just keep buying more. I have you head, Huncho. What's going on, GDLT? It's good to see you, bro. Face Stamper is in the building. What's going on, Face Stamper? Good to see you. Yeah, solo is going to be the same thing. I think solo is going to be the next danger for the XRP holders and patiently swapping, chasing some ROI. Yeah. And these are all learning lessons, like for me. These are all learning lessons, right? Yeah, you're right, Daniel. That is kind of the deal there, right? You gotta it, but it's a learning experience. It's generally not the whales, it's the fiends that sell for McDonald's money. Some will sell their future for a Big Mac. 100%. Isn't that right, Triple C? It is indeed. GGLT is sharing this with the family. Ledger City Game releasing some good visuals of the game on Twitter. Given grant by XRP Labs grant program. Yep. XRP demand incoming. I love it. So Ledger City Games has a Twitter page, huh? Awesome. I'm gonna check that out. Billionaire A says just added the update over the weekend. What does that mean? You mean it says something where it says does it say sell swap? Billionaire H. Oh, you in the United, so you in the US and Missouri. Wow. That is interesting to me. And did you have to do anything to activate it? Billionaire H? That's right, Tiger Long Care. That is because this is most people's first dance with investing. Exactly. It's it's a learning experience, right? It's just a learning curve they have to go through. You have to request to do the swaps. Just went to the Celsius website and they have an option where I can request to do the swaps. You have to request to do it. Man, that's not good. That is not good. Let me see here. I'm signing in on the site. Hold on a second. Let me do this real quick, guys. I want to find this out for sure. Oh. All right, I'm on the site. Where do you go to request that? Like I'm just very, very surprised that they didn't do this for the ambassadors. Like it doesn't make sense to me unless it's some kind of legal thing. it will say swap beta, then put in your info. What's going on, Alex? Good to see you, my friend. Hover over individual and you should see it. Okay. I think I already did that, but let me see. I guess if it's not showing up for me, then I must have already done it. I don't know. Yep, I don't see it here anywhere. Send, receive, borrow, and promotions. Yeah, I don't see it anywhere. Oh, well. Is it on Celsius.network? That's why I went. I don't see it. So the email gave me access to the swap beta, didn't have to do anything. Yeah, got it. What's going on? Is Josh in the building? What's good, bro? Dude, I missed your phone call last night. Honestly, never did a request. Went to the app and it updated and swap option was there. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, that's a little disappointing, I have to say. A little disappointing. Now it's signing me out. That the ambassadors did not get access to this. Little disappointing. Let's see here. Little disappointing that I have to reach out to my guy here and see like what's up. Like this doesn't make sense. Yeah, I'll have to get on that and see because you would think now it might be a state thing as well. I know Texas is kind of going through some stuff, so it might be that. But in any case, there it is. Yeah, no worries, bro. No worries. We'll catch up for sure, Josh. We will definitely catch up, brother. Michael Marchese, yo, from Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, earning fiat for crypto. What's good, Michael? How are you? I mean, who's done with this Ripple versus SEC thing anymore? Like, what the world? Agile Games with James. I love it. What's going on? Agile James. He says, I'm so done with this Ripple versus SEC thing. Yeah, I know. It's like enough is enough. How much evidence, how much proof, documentation, videos do they need? Does Congress need to really have an independent investigation into what's going on here? Like, how much do you need, right? It's crazy. Did I miss anyone coming in? Grogu, hello all. What's good with you, Grogu? Good to see you here. So yeah, guys, anybody else got access to the swap feature on Celsius Network app. Yeah, it would be under borrow. It would be under borrow. Borrow. Yep. It would be under borrow. Yeah. Yeah. It is definitely a Texas thing for me, for sure, because they got that cease and desist thing from Texas, right? From Texas regulators. So I'm sure that has something to do with it as well. I guarantee. And I keep getting logged out of here. Uh-huh. So I'm gonna have to do a little thing here just to see. Do a little. Where is it? Let me find my trusty Victor Papa November. Okay, let's see here. It says it's yeah, let's see. Let's do this. Let's see something. Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. Let's see what's good. So listen, guys, I don't know if you guys have seen this or not, but John Deaton, that pit bull, is going to be interviewed by Patrick David. Let me see if I can find that. This is going to be an epic interview. Patrick has a way of asking questions. I gotta tell you, that is where is that? Why don't I have that here? I have so many things. Oh, there it is. There it is right there. I'll share that with you guys as well. I think this is going to be a home run because this dude, Patrick, has a way of asking questions. And the fact that he took interest in this, I think, is outstanding. Looking forward to be on with one of the biggest minds in the game, Patrick Bet-David. I forget the name of this YouTube channel. What's the name of his YouTube channel, guys? Confirmed. Live podcast. Oh my God. Live podcast scheduled for this Wednesday. Excuse me. Looking forward to it, JD. They on that kind of basis right there. Yeah. What's the name of this guy's YouTube channel, man? I have to get it. Am I following him? No. So John reached out to Patrick Bet-David. I've seen quite a few requests for me to be on your podcast. It will be my honor to sit with you and witness your investigative and analytical skills delve into one of the biggest government insider financial stories in recent memory. Is a fraction of the evidence. So what does he put down here? Oh, he gave him this timeline here. Remember the timeline? So he shared a timeline with him. Yeah, I bet you that timeline really got him intrigued. And again, this YouTube channel is pretty big. It's pretty massive. So I think it depends on how, and he's going to ask the questions. Patrick David is going to ask the right questions. You can believe that. So I hope that our guy, John Deaton, is prepared. He's going to ask the questions. He's going to ask the right questions. I got to see why this thing keeps logging me out with this app. It's this Wednesday. I haven't seen any times as of yet, but all right, let's see. Danny Lowe, did you see the tweet by Fox News reporter? Danny Lowe says, did you see the tweet by Fox News reporter, not some dingaling that has received credible info, that it has been recommended that the Fed buy up the supply of 30. I saw that. I saw that little interview or whatever that was. I think, was it Liz that did that, or was it Ellen Terret? I don't know. Ellen Terret, or was it Liz Klingman? I saw a little brief deal. I don't know what Val Hill Capital and Jimmy, I think it's Valley, I don't know what they're trying to do. I have no idea. I don't know what that's about, Danny Lowe. I really don't. All right, so the interview is 9 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you for 16 Crypto for sharing that. 9 a.m. Eastern. Thank you for 16 Crypto. So 9 a.m. Eastern time, guys. Oh yeah, Valuetainment. There it is, Keyless. Thank you. Valuetainment is the YouTube channel, guys. Valuetainment. Valuetainment. 9 a.m. Eastern with Patrick, Bet, David, and the pit bull himself, John Deaton. I'm sure John will be prepared, but listen, this dude doesn't hold punches. He asks the right questions, and he's why would anyone pay attention to this? Why you? I'm telling you, I hope John is prepared. You guys are having a good conversation here in the chat. Alex G says, what if Ripple asked Jay Clayton for a favor? Sue us so we can get clarity. And both Ripple and SEC are part of this plan. That would be screwed up. It's weird that Jay sues them his last day in. Yeah, to me, it's not weird at all. I mean, when you look, Alex, when you really look into all the evidence of what Clayton and William Hidman did, and you see the obvious connections to these firms that they got these jobs with afterwards, it was very, very clear that they wanted to cash in. Hinman and Clayton wanted to cash in on what was going on with Ethereum, what was going on with crypto. They knew that Ripple and the people for Ripple were not going to play the games. Remember, the XRP ledger, the digital asset XRP, was created before Ethereum, well before Ethereum. And so probably 2 years before Ethereum, and they didn't want to do the same thing. So it's very, very obvious to me that they wanted to cash in, and they figured out a way to cash in. Crypto Seas, I sent the post to your DM. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'll check that out, Danny. Are you saying someone recommended to the Fed to do it? I'm not talking about anyone from Jimmy Valley or Val Hill Capital and the people kind of around that. Yeah, that would be, you're right, Keyless. That would be great. John Deaton, Brad, and David would be cool if all three were interviewed at the same time with this guy. This is going to be major. I really, really do think it's going to be a major. I think it's going to be a great interview. Trust me when I tell you, Patrick is going to ask the right questions. He's going to delve into it. And John Deaton has to be prepared to really get the stink of it out to the public. I mean, Valuetainment has like millions of subscribers. He's got to get the stink of it out, and he's got to get the stink of the SEC, a United States government regulators, you know, kind of doing shady stuff, doing very, very shady stuff. You know, and it's very, very obvious what's going on. So it's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be interesting to see how it goes. Guac Girl said Songbird was 51 cents this morning. And now it's 30 cents. What's going on, Guac Girl? Good to see you. So I do believe, guys, that's going to be the greatest interview of 2021. Yeah, I saw that, Danny Loaf. Yeah, it was Eleanor Tourette. Yeah, I saw that. I didn't see anything about a recommendation, but I did see that. Again, you know, I talked with James Rule a little bit about it. He couldn't tell me too much, you know. James Rule, XRP. I did have a conversation with him on the phone, but he can't tell me very much. He has to kind of, you know, make sure he doesn't, you know, kind of violate any relationships that he has. And I respect that. I just, you know, we'll see how it goes. I don't know if I can put much weight behind it, but we'll see. Yeah, like clockwork, Keyless. So there it is there. But I did, again, I wanted the EXFI. So I took profit. I certainly did not sell any XRP, but I took profit from another crypto that I just been holding. You know, it was thousands of dollars. Took that free money and got Songbird because I wanted the EXFI. I don't want to wait for a centralized platform to give me my Songbird to get this airdrop, right? I didn't want to do that. So now I'll get the airdrop. And I have the Songbird. I bought it pretty much at the top, right? If you got it at 50 something cents, the highest to spend is 71 cents, 74 maybe. What is this 2.25 Songbird thing? Crypto delivery. Are you saying $2.25? Lemire Lasson says, yeah, I wouldn't dismiss the proposal. Anything can happen. 10 years ago, did we know Bitcoin was going to hit 60K? Yeah, absolutely. So you're right. You can't dismiss it. What I'm saying is I don't know enough about it to kind of weigh in on the likely chances? I mean, are they just, grasping at straws? Are they even going to get an ear from the Federal Reserve? Does this proposal just go in the circle bin, right? Like, I don't know any of that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I see the dream, right? I see this lofty expectation. What I'm saying is, why would the Federal Reserve take a call, take a message, take a note, take a letter, take anything from the people from Val Hill, Capital? That's my thing. Why would they do it? So that's kind of where I am, but who knows who all is involved. um, I believe James Rule said on a video that it was, I don't know if it was a bunch of lawyers or business owners, or I don't know, but we'll see. Jungle Link is in the building. What's good, Jungle? So again, with this whole thing, I don't know. We'll see. Well, again, I know I applaud them for the effort, but who knows? Like who knows what can happen? Alex, I agree with you. I'm not selling my Songbird as I'm not selling my XRP. What if Songbird becomes the new Kusama? That's what I've been saying. And we made these kind of gains, and will wrap and delegate it for life. And my kids will use it. I hear you, my friend. Yeah, David Scottsdale, right. The 37.5 is not going to happen no matter what, right? But they got to start somewhere, right? And like any kind of negotiation, right? You got to start somewhere. It might get all the way back down to go from 37.5 to freaking 1,000. Yeah, what if the Fed agreed on 1,000 right now? 1,000 right now. 1,000 per. What if it did? What if they did? Lemire Laston says nothing less than 3K for my XRP. XRP number one said $100 XRP would do me. I hear you, my friend, right? So what if they had come to, they went from 37.5 to 1,000? I can tell you that 95% of the people would be done. Andrew James says he's holding for 10K XRP. Let me see something. Let me see my trusty calculator here. I know, Danny Lowe. If you put 50K in the Time Wonderland, I hear you. My friend. I would tell you personally, 65 to 75% of my XRP at 1,000. You just put it down. Just put it in the books. Put it in the books. The reality is the vast majority of people don't have a lot of XRP. That's the reality. The vast majority of XRP holders is 5,000 XRP or less. I love it, Danny Love. Danny Love says crypto seeds. You know how I love. Yeah, this is not a Ponzi though, Danny. You know, have you checked in and really looked into freaking Wonderland Time and that rebase model? Jungle Inc. says, I will sell 100% of my XRP far below 1,000, even though I believe someday we will get there. I hear you, my friend. I hear that. I don't even know. That's a lot of money right there, right? Let me do 10,000 XRP times 1,000. 10 million. You know, to me, time is everything. So the sooner they get to the right number, the better. The better. But I'm always going to be in the 60 to 75% of my XRP. I'm always going to be in that range, no matter what the price. But you know, it's got to be to $10 to $13 for sure. And then, you know, we see how the market or cycle does. I'm expecting a $10 to $13 XRP this cycle. This cycle. Right? Because the key is, you know, to get those, you know, that 7 to 8 figure in value, then you got time on your side. Got time. You got time to put the money to work. And that is the key. The key is having time to have your money working for you, right? For me in a crypto seizures home, waiting is really sacrificing money, in my opinion, right? So that's why Jungle Inc. is saying he's going to sell 100% way before 1,000 per XRP, right? Right, because the time that you have with $100,000 in it, you get it today versus a year from now. That $100,000 in a year could turn into 1 million, 2 million, even 5 million. Right? So you could wait for a year to get 100,000, or you could take the 100,000 now and turn it into something even more significant. Time, it's the time issue. Danny Lope, it's the time issue. So yeah, getting ready to come off of Wonderland. I'm going to take, I got 2 liquidity pools that I provided liquidity coming out of, not Wonderland, WanSwap and WanSwap.finance. I'm going to put it into one of the rebase DAOs, loving these rebase protocols like Wonderland, Klima, Hector DAO for sure. And I'm going to either mint or bond or stake. Most likely it'll be staking, but we'll have to look at the price. We'll have to look at the discount. I'm loving the rebasing, bro. I'm loving these rebasing protocols. Danny Lowe, loving them. Yeah, Chung was like, I'm a simple man. I just don't want to wake up at 5 a.m. every morning. Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, so a couple million then state, farm, and land. Right, so there it is right there. I agree with you, Jungle. Right, again, $10 to $13 XRP. We got a plan for that. We have a plan for 20 to 26 XRP as well, right? Because this is a cycle, it's a market, and we don't know. For us personally, we don't know if we'll have another 2 or 3 year bear market. We don't know. There's no certainty that we will. There's no certainty that we won't. All we can go by what has happened. And in this market where you're taking your money and you're placing a bet on an asset, on a project, on the people behind it, it's a bet with your money. I'm not going to bet on personally, I'm not betting on something that has never happened. I'm going to bet on something that has happened in the past, right? That's what I'm going to do. I'm not going to bet on the market's different. To me, that doesn't make sense. And if I would bet on the market is different this time, I would bet a small amount. I wouldn't bet the vast majority on something different. If you know, one of the things for me is if you look at the vast majority of projects as a whole, very few of them are rebase protocols like Klima, like Hector DAO, like Olympus DAO, like Hector DAO. Very few are like that, the DeFi 2.0. Very few, by the way, are in DeFi. When you look at the 11,000 plus digital assets, think about the percentage that are in DeFi. The vast majority are crypto projects looking to provide a use case and utility, not in DeFi, not in DeFi 2.0. So for me, like, for example, Bitcoin, where is Bitcoin? I know you can wrap it, but where is it? So for me, that tells me, you know, that makes me say the market is what the market is. And it's not DeFi. Now, if the vast majority of the market was DeFi and DeFi 2.0, that would be different. Remember, this market at one time was 3 trillion. DeFi makes up a good portion, but it ain't making up 20, 25, 30, 35% of the market. It's not, it hasn't got there yet. Like, it hasn't got there. Right? And so it's going to be very interesting to see about this bear market kind of scenario, right? Two of the respected traders that I follow, BC Backer and trader, what's his name? Alessio Rastani. They both say the same thing. You know, they both say the very same thing on this 3-year, very lengthy bear market. And I trust their experience, especially Alessio Rastani. Their experience in all kinds of markets. Like Alessio has experience in all kinds of markets. So if I have to place a bet, I have to place it on that. For me in the crypto CGS home, that's what I have to place my bet on. Danny Love has a great point, and it should be highly considered. If you're in any DeFi project and are using MetaMask, set the trust line up with a nano. Then no withdrawals can be done, right? So you set your wallet up with the nanos, and then no withdrawals can be done as far as hacks and all that crap. What's going on? I bought Charlie's bag. So guys, look. So that's kind of where it is for me. And it's going to be interesting to see, right? Right now, Bitcoin is nowhere near 70,000. It's nowhere near 100,000. So it's going to be really, really, really interesting to see who's right, who's wrong, who's more correct than others. But I know Mindless Wells did a very, very interesting video the other day about BC backers. That BC backers dead wrong, right? And he paid big time tribute to BC Backer and respects BC Backer big time. But his personal belief is that BC Backer is wrong, right? To kind of use, 2017, 2015 and that kind of thing. Me personally, I'm betting on BC Backer, Alessio Rastani, high altitude investing, DIY investing. I'm betting on those guys. That's me. Look. And the time will tell. When it happens, it will happen. And I love the way Alessio Rastani put it, because he said it's going to feel like a bear market, but really it's just a wave 4 or 5 type thing. Think about that. It's going to feel like a bear market, right? But really it's just a wave 4 correction, if you will, of a 5. Bottom line, though, if the asset that you hold is going down in value for 2 and 3 years, the asset that you hold is going down in value for 2 or 3 years. So to me, it doesn't matter. Like it's going up, right? It's going up, and this is that 4. If this 4 takes your stuff down 75 to 95%, and it lasts for 2 or 3 years, that's what it's doing. It's lasting for 2 or 3 years, and it's going down 75 to 95%. It doesn't matter if it's the 4 of a 5. It's still happening, and you got the asset, and it's down 75 to 95%, and it's lasting 2 to 3 years. To me, institutional money understands the market. Like, they don't change the market. They just participate in the market. Institutional money, to me, is not going to change the wave 4 from happening. It's going to happen. And I think institutional money knows that. And I think institutional money is planning on, having their strategy for the wave 4 that's going to happen. That's what I think. And I don't think that Lamia Lassen says, but if the institutional value comes in based on utility, wouldn't you need to throw all TA out the window? I don't think so. I think another question is, in the current status of today's market going into 2022, how much of this market is utility, and how much of this market is speculative? I think that's an important question to ask yourself. I think if you honestly ask yourself, is the vast majority of this market utility, or is the vast majority of this market speculation? Money coming in from institutions doesn't change the market to a utility-driven market. So that's kind of my thinking on it. And what I do is I trust people who've been in markets for a long time, trading the markets. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm placing my bet on. I'm placing my bet on that. But the way Alessio put it, he says the market is still going up. It's still doing it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still doing that, right? And so it still can be higher highs and higher lows. But what I'm saying is, if your crypto in that wave 4 loses 75 to 95% of its value, whatever the value is, if it loses 75 to 95% of that, you still lose 75 to 95% of that. And if it lasts 2 to 3 years, it still lasts 2 to 3 years. That's how I see it. Like, I really do. That's how I see it. And I don't see this market changing to a utility-driven market. For me, I don't see that happening for years, 5, 7, 10 years. I don't see that happening for 5, 7, 10 years. That's how I'm looking at it. I think it's going to be a speculative market, certainly through this cycle. So, all right, in any case, guys, there it is. That's the word on the street. It's been a really, really cool hang. I appreciate you guys being here. Tell me your thoughts on it. That wave forward Alessio Rastani talks about, where, it's going to feel like a bear market, 75, 95%, 65, 95% loss in value. What do you think about that? Right? That's sideways action, right? Yeah. So a small profit is always better than a huge loss. Yeah, indeed. Tight long care. What's going on, Crypto Kahuna? Good to see you, my friend. Appreciate you guys checking in today. That is the long and the short of it. I don't know why that's saying that. Okay, there it is right there. That's the good one. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. It's been a really, really cool hang. Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern on YouTube channel, Valuetainment. One word. Value, V-A-L-U, Tainment. Patrick, Bet, David, and John Deaton, guys. Tune in to that. They're going to talk about this Ripple versus SEC lawsuit. They're going to talk about the obvious corruption and collusion that's been taking place at the SEC as well. It's going to be a very, very interesting time. Really can't interview. I can't wait to hear that. I hope John's prepared. I hope my guy, my pit bull is prepared. Because Patrick's going to bring the questions. And if he can be the first to kind of really bring a big time exposure to this, it's going to get all over the place. Trust me. I mean, Valuetainment is what? Let me see if I can find Valuetainment. Millions of viewers, right? I mean, subscribers. Valuetainment. Oh no, it is an E. So it is value. VALUE. I think so. Let me see. Let me see for sure. Yeah, so he got 3 million subscribers, 3 million subs. And it is VALUE, Valuetainment. It's gonna do good things for us. I really do believe it. All right, guys, look, I'm gonna end this video and live stream like I do all my videos and live streams and remind you guys of this, that old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather that we remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.